So I just wanted to come on here and talk about something that was a bit of an epiphany moment for me earlier on today. And so I'll just get into it. So I was talking to my children. We were walking and I was trying to explain something to my son. I was trying to explain to him about some of, the many agendas in the false matrix that are designed. I call them like the dangling carrot agendas, kind of like, the narcissistic idea of showing you what it is that you're going to get if you do this. And when you get to that place, they move the marker, they move the mark of what it is you actually have to do to get what it is they said you were going to get originally when you got to that place. And so the false matrix is full of those dangling carrot agendas, and they begin programming our children at a really young age, right? So our children spend a lot of their childhood waiting to become adults, right? So they start planning their lives. Like, my life will begin when, and we were the same, right? My life will begin. I can't wait to become an adult. And then when you become an adult, it's like the next, milestone or marker or goal that you have to achieve to begin to actually enjoy life. And it's all of these time spells that are designed to keep us forever, forever wasting our time is really what it is. And this whole idea of time and the time spells of the false matrix has been something that I've really been kind of meditating on recently, because we're told a lot of bullshit. We're told you have to work hard, and when you work hard and you work enough years and you'll get enough of money to do this and to do that, and really what you're doing is accruing more debt and working harder. And I don't think that's how it was ever supposed to be. I believe that we are infinite, multidimensional beings who've been programmed out of our greatness. And as such, we have forgotten what it is, how it is, that we are able to pull things out of the ethers immediately. In the false matrix, they programmed us into slowness. They programmed us into mediocrity. They programmed us into stupidity. They programmed us into running around ourselves in circles, getting nowhere and thinking we were progressing. And when I look around me at the so-called richest beings on this planet, the biggest thieves of our resources, they didn't get there by working hard, and they don't stay in those places by working hard, right? So that in and of itself is bollocks, right? So to get to the point, what I was talking to my son about today, he asked me a question, which I won't go into, but I had to break it down to him and explain to him that the way we've been taught we have to live in order to get certain things is a lie. It's a fucking lie. The only thing that limits us between the reality that we find ourselves in presently, let's say, and the reality we desire to be in, no matter what that means materially, the only thing that limits us are our own mental limitations and the accompanying emotional wounds. Those are what create the multiple layers of frequency fences that keep us from one frequential reality, which is all the way over here. It keeps us from that one and here. And anytime we want to get to the reality that's all the way over here, we got to collapse all those densities that are between where we are frequentially and where we want to be. And I want to say this to you now, because I want you to understand and overstand that what we're going through right now, those of you who are going through many tower moments, it's not a bad thing. It actually can indicate that you are timeline jumping rapidly, and you were here and you decided you wanted to get all the way over here. And in order to do that quickly, you had to collapse all the densities in between. Now, in the false matrix, you can get to this place. You can be here and you can get here. And you can do it over years of, servitude and building confidence and changing your belief systems around success and all that other stuff. It's the same process, but it takes more time because you've bought into the formula. Whereas now you have the freedom and the liberation of mind and the cosmic energies on the earth to literally go from here to here as quickly as you want to, for as long as you're able to sustain and deal with all of the towers that have to come very rapidly in succession that ultimately are there to destroy the densities, which would be your mind, the things you think, and the accompanying emotional wounds that have had you trapped in this reality versus this one. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, and just kind of give you my 2 cents on it, because I thought it was a really interesting conversation. And while I know all of this on a knowledge level, while I know all of this, every now and again, the way my guides explain it to me gives me like an epiphany that takes it even deeper for me. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys too. I will see you again soon. Take care.